I know. If I say I'm tired again, you're like gonna be like, what? Ooh, the light is so beautiful and bright. And it's not even sunny, it's just the light, the sun that is there is coming in well, huh? So I had some watermelon juice. Oh my God, the watermelon juice, I want that every day. I absolutely love it. My butt hurts from sitting down. I'm tired. Okay, I need rest. I want to say I'm tired. We're not doing that. I need rest. I got some work to do, but I feel like I'm just sitting around doing nothing. But I think it's just because, although I'm probably am sitting around doing nothing, I do definitely need to do, get a little more of a life here. But things move on, and I'm preparing for, I'm preparing for what's next. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Is this like just a dirty screen? It could possibly be. And let's see if I can clean it. Hey, see if we can clean that mirror. I mean that screen. Yeah, I think that's better. Good. I don't know what it is. Afternoon here. It's a lovely day in Ghana. It's so quiet. Well, everybody, all the kids are back in school, so that's the thing. Anyway, it's so quiet and it's nice. I got things to do over the next few days. I gotta go to the land. I gotta feel like I gotta start another project. I gotta get things cracking because I got people that want to come. I want them to have a place to stay. I feel like I gotta protect the people that come. Look at me, the protector now. I gotta protect the people that come. I just, you know, I gotta have a lot of time to think and a lot of time to get clear and, and still enjoy my time and my space. I'm just, yeah, I don't know. Like, anyway, oh, this is an Afro subject called Zai, and I'm supposed to be talking. Oh, no, where's my earrings? Like, I really had some more. Okay. My earrings, I'd say that's going to be like the episode. Help her find her earrings. But, Rachi's outside. Rachi's outside making the bamboo bed. And so it's like I would say it's a recliner, but it's not going to recline that much. But that's fine because I would have probably liked it to no, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I think I'm just like tired and I just want to now actually enjoy the garden. I don't know if it's a garden anymore because the bed's so damn big. The bed area is big. And because the bed that I bought, which is the medicine bed, which is the mat bed, I bought is big. I bought the thick one. I don't know, when I bought it, I didn't know what I really was going to do with it. I had no plans. Like, I didn't have a plan when I bought it. So I basically just wanted it because it's so cool. It's not a one that you can put on the floor because it's very thick. And actually, the first one I ever saw, I guess I saw the ones that's on the floor, but I didn't notice them like I did the big one. And that was when I was at Manasi's mom house in the village. When I was there, oh my God, that bed, I didn't even get a chance to sleep on the bed, but I just loved it. I thought it was beautiful, it was thick, and it just was so natural. I was just like, yes, I love this bed. So when I came here, I saw the mats, but I just saw the regular thin mats. And I knew they would be great for the floor. I should have seen that. So I was like, okay, well, you know what? Hey, Synovia, babe. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so I was like, you know what? I got to get that one big mat. Like, I didn't know what I was going to have. I didn't know there was no space in here. Like, there's no place to lay it out. I guess if somebody slept over, it could be used as a bed. You could actually lay it out. Yeah, so you could. So yeah, I was thinking about it that way because I don't have a second room. It's like the outdoor is the second room. You know what I'm saying? If there was no mosquitoes, somebody could literally sleep there. But that's all they could do is sleep. So anyway, I didn't really have a second room, but I just really wanted this mat. It was the mat actually called me, and then like every time I talk to an elder here and they see me getting the mats, they really always stop to tell you something. It was two. It was the postmaster, of course, at the post office, and it was also the woman that I bought the thick bed mat from. And she said the same thing. He said, he was like, yeah, like he said, that the elders used to call them, he said, medicine beds, because they have medicine in it. And I was like, oh, tell me, it's the postmaster. And I was like, oh, tell me about that. And he was like, yeah, they would go to the farm and work all day, which they still do, but the younger people don't really want to go to the farms. I mean, like the 20-some-year-olds, they got other ways to earn money, unfortunately, both the girls and the boys. But anyway, But anyway, and they said, though, as tired, they used to be, of course, you come back from the farm, you're farming all day, your body's aching, you're tired, but you would go to sleep on that mat, which of course is placed on the floor, and you would be healed. You would wake up with no body pain. And I never forgot that. That stayed in me like, wow. So although they're on the floor, they look probably not as comfortable as a bed, right? You know, they actually are dope. And I noticed this when I first came here to Ghana. I noticed this when they make bed frames. Or they say, "Oh, I want you to make me a bed frame so I can put my mattress in." Right? They don't. The beds are never high. I mean, now they probably got more than modern kind, but standardly, not just the bed. Mine was custom made, but you can go when you driving to Accra and on the side of the road, there are people that actually sell the bed frames, and they're all handmade too. They're all custom made from the wood. Custom meaning mine was like, this is what I want, but they're all like that, and they're all made low. First time I ever had a low bed too, I remember it was somebody had given it to me, and it was actually a Japanese bed. It was all wood, and it literally folded. So it was a one, and in the middle was two, and then fold it, and then kind of latch it. And then when you use it, you just unfold it, and it was low. So I knew then, and then I remember Queen of Fu. I mean, just on another level, about sleeping low. But even like the bath, she was talking about how the toilets are a little too high, and how you notice how indigenous people in different countries, they even squat to wash their clothes. They squat to move around, even cooking, and like, so the idea of being closer to the ground is more healthier. So I learned that earlier, but what I learned about the bed was I thought it was fascinating. I was like, wow, that's pretty damn fascinating. See, let's see, let's see, okay. And I was like, so they was like, yeah, it takes out the pain, it's medicine. I was like, wow, I agree. So then I bought the big bed. That was just the small beds, the mats or the small beds. I bought the big, thick bed, and from the woman that sells them. But I never got to me. There's a woman out front. I buy it from her. But I was with the brother. He was like, yo, why don't we go? It's a bamboo bed, yes. Well, the bamboo frame is Ratchy is making, but the bed itself is made from, they just said, the weeds or the reeds even from outside. So they're made from that stuff we look from outside. So I uh, I wanted about this bed, and I never got to meet the lady in the back, and that's who has the beds on the back. And she's like, wow, she's like wanting to know, like, why are you so interested in the beds? And so what do you do with them? And I told her that I love all things natural, and she said, thanks. She said, and that is so good. She said, you live longer with natural stuff, sleeping on these beds, and being in a house with the furnishings made from the natural way of life, the village life, right? She said people, that's the ones you want to ask the people that people say, oh, how are these Africans, especially in the villages, how are they living to 100, 110, 120? And she says the ones that live naturally, basically drinking water out the coolers, which is the clay pots, or sleeping on the natural bedding, right, the medicine beds, or sleeping close to the floor, or even down to not using dryers and drying their clothes on the clothesline in the sun, and yeah, eating with their hands. That too is a big part of, I think, why they live as long as they do as well, because all that metal cannot just be good in your food. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, why is that there? It's interfering with the vibration of the food and the vibration of you and your hands. Oh my God. So, and she said, yeah, a lot of the young people, they don't want to hear about it. And it's funny she said that, because the postmaster also said the same thing. He said, you know, um, I love this bed, but he said, if I'm dating a woman and she comes to my house and that bed is on the floor, she'll laugh at me like I'm a joke, like it's a poor person thing. Like, what the hell? You're not modern. You know what I'm saying? So, it don't go well with the sisters, with the chicks, as they would say. But yeah. So, but the old lady was saying that she was like, you'll live a long life. You know, it's so much better for you. It really does release, it pulls. But I thought about it. It makes sense that it's a medicine bed because think about the idea that, I'm going to say hipsters back then, but those folks decided to give a name to it and make mats around it to really mimic the earth. And they call it grounding, right? Which is just a fancy name for really laying on the ground or putting your feet on the ground barefoot or your contact of your body on the ground, even the sand on the earth, the ground, the real life, whether it's ocean ground, whether it's forest ground, the ground, and the importance of that and how that pulls out like different negative frequencies and pains and all those things that accumulate in one's body right out. It's just, like I say, how we are very concerned, people that are concerned, I'm saying, about what we put in our bodies, what we eat, what we drink, how much sleep we get, all of that stuff, even affirmations. But we forget sometimes at the bedding, and I know they got organic beds and all that. I had one, but the bed was never, I don't know, but this bed is more comfortable. It's probably not as organic, but at least I'm sleeping low. It's much healthier. And it's true. I wanted to say, who was? No, it wasn't you. No, it was somebody. But it's a great. Somebody. I think it was you. I don't know. It was somebody that really reminded me even of the bugs. Like Lisa Marie, bugs are part of the ecosystem. They are doing their job, and the geckos or the lizards, they are eating the insects, and it is very important. So if you kill one, then you take food away from another that was actually helping you to thrive. Like I realize when I think about that, the bedding from the weeds or the reeds, as they say, from outside, for the natural, the geckos or the wall or the lizards, every single, and then us, right? So you got your bedding from nature, we are nature, right? And then you got the animals or the insects and you really realize we all need each other. We're all, we are our, we are who we are because they are who they are, and we're really connected. It's another way of looking at it. So, yeah, I got to start with the bugs because it's nature. It's nothing, it's nothing like to it. It's so much to it. And I do appreciate that. I do. There's a different feeling when you come into a home that is mostly naturally made. It's a different vibration. There's no doubt about it. All of nature has vibration, whether it's by the ocean, the river, the lake, whether it's in the mountains, the valley, or even the little hills. It's all beautiful, but it's all a system that works together and in harmony. And I guess that's why at night when you hear the beautiful sounds of nature, you do say it's like a symphony, right? It's harmonic, right? So it's very beautiful, very beautiful. So Novia, peace and love to you too, darling. I'm excited to see the end result of your wonderful bed. Thank you. The natties are popping. Thank you. Is it a bamboo? Yeah. So the frame is made from bamboo. So I had a little thing with the placement because he's placing it. I mean, look, the garden is a little space. I'm doing a lot in a little space. There's no doubt. Like I gotta make up my mind. Do you want the goddamn? Like I was like, wait, but it's too close to the plants. And what if I want to put more plants on that platform? Now I can't. And I think you should move it over some. And then it's like, oh, but you did it already. But then it's like, are you really gonna take care of all them plants, girl? Is it a garden? Is it a sanctuary? Is it an ashram? Like, what is it? And I think I'm going to call it a sacred space. It's a sacred space. It's a place for relaxation. Because I'm telling you that when you first met me on YouTube, I was in that, it was plastic, right? Lounge chair from like Walgreens, because they used to sell them things. You go at Walgreens, you look up at the top, it was the little lounge chairs. and I sat out there. No, I laid out there because I was a mother. At that point, my daughter was not even, she was just born. So for those first 5 6 years, 5 years before she went to school, I homeschooled her. I mean, I was teaching at that younger, yeah, she was in the bassinet, and I was still like A, B. I was making my own flashcards. And like, so she was all, so I called myself homeschooling from the time she was born. So between her naps, I would lay outside. And then she went to school, and I wasn't out working outside the home. So when my daughter's father was working, I didn't have to work. I mean, I had that. It was so nice. I just thought about that. It's really cool. And it's going to rain. I think I smell it. And it looks a little dark. So anyway, I would lay in that lounge chair for hours. But I did create a garden on the deck. It was on my deck. And I would lay. Yeah, it's about to rain. No, it's raining. Yeah, it's raining. It's raining, Ratsy, huh? Hope he comes in. Let's see. It's raining. It's raining, huh? Time to come in. Let me see all my bowls here. Okay, Ratsy gonna do his thing. He's like, look, I'm a country boy. Countryside. So, yeah. So yeah, so I used to be on that all the time. And before it didn't even have, it had no flowers for years, because I didn't think I had that green thumb. I didn't want to probably take care of anything else, and I was the flower because I enjoyed it. I would take my meals out there. You know, it would just, and I mean, I would literally for hours just lay in that thing. I would I think I was doing consultations for a long time, so I think I had a consultation here and there. At that point, I think I was even doing them in person. But mostly, I was creating with my mind. I was creating the future. I was doing my affirmations, visualization. I would make my raw foods. That was a big thing because the raw foods. That's what I started with y'all. So it was a very beautiful place for me. But it didn't even have everything that this one has. It was smaller. It was no garden until I had a garden. But that was based on like, oh, a long story, but yeah, it was like a loss. So I needed to grow something. I needed to take care of something because I let something go. And so I think my mind, my body, my spirit was like, you gotta create a garden. And so I did. I made the most beautiful garden. I cared for it. I tended to it. And then, of course, you know me, I don't, that staying power. Let me see, I don't want the water to come in. Ooh, that rain smells so good. And that breeze, but yeah, it's coming in. So yeah, the staying power of the garden. That's not my forte. I won't lie. 'Cause even then, I didn't stay with it. Hold on. It's because then I get busy. Maybe it's not. All right. Still enjoy that breeze with the rain, the natural breeze and the fan. Ooh, it's a nice feeling. So, yeah. So I loved it. So I guess that's what I kind of want here. I want to be able to lay outside. Um, and I can put the bed there, but the bed, one thing about this stuff, it cannot get wet. The matting, the bed, it cannot get wet. So that's always like that bed is heavy, so I'm not gonna roll it up, and bring it in the house fast. I'm gonna do my best. But Rati's like, you could just lay on the bamboo bench in the sense itself, which is true. I could just do that. I'm sure you get used to it and everything. Put some fabric down there, probably good for you. But, I really want the bed out there. But the bed can be removed, which is great. Because, look, it's raining now. Technically, it's supposed to rain every day. And they were saying because of the global warming, I'm trying to think, is there anything else I need to close? No. Because of the global warming, so they say, so yeah, it's not really raining every day. So this is normal, and it won't even last long. Maybe in rainy season, it rains all day. I think it does, like real rainy season. So I don't know. I'm going to find out though. So anyway, yeah. what I was gonna say. So yeah, so all my plants are gonna be happy, and I don't have to water them today because the rain did it. I love that it rain every day because if it rains every day or just for a while, your plants will get water every day. So that means you never have to water them. This climate, though, for the garden, this is the climate for the garden. I know what happened. I loved growing the garden in the spring and the summer. By the winter, just the care, they start dying. I didn't understand all that. Like, I didn't understand the gardening thing, so I don't, yeah, it's not as pretty. So I think here I'll do better because the moisture, the rain, but my plants is going to be happy. Happy. Like, oh my God. So I love it. I feel like they love the rainwater. They love it. They love it. Like I can see it because it's the rain and then it's like the atmosphere. It's good. So I don't have to water them today. And if it rains nice, then and like say it don't rain tomorrow, or yeah, maybe that'd be better. Rain every other day. They do even better. So I'm just excited. So that's what it is. You know what? I love a garden, and I realized I just figured it out. I need like my own irrigation system. That's the garden I should be. If I'm saying if I was even living in the States, like I'm saying if I knew then, I knew, but I didn't know how to do that. I would be able to let the plants get water themselves. Because that's the big thing. I want it. I want to have it. I want to, you know what I'm saying? But I don't probably want to like remember to water them every day or every other day or whatever they need. But if they had their own irrigation system, that just got, yeah. And that's what natural rain is. It's its own irrigation system. So, right on. Oh, that rain smells so good, y'all. That rain, like the smell of countryside rain. I think in a city, you can't, the rain is, the smell, you don't smell it as much because you're competing with all the other toxic smells. You know what I'm saying, y'all? So, but, yeah, life is good. So, yeah, so anyway, um, I don't know what space I'm gonna have because the the um the bed is over the sockaway, which is where I thought I was gonna put more plants, but that's okay. So like I said, let me stop. Like I got enough plants. I'm gonna put the hopefully my kale will come today. I'll put my kale. I got 4 ceilings, and the other side, and that's gonna be a lot. That's gonna be a lot of growth. You know what I'm saying? The plants I already got. He told me, he said, you know, this pot is just filled with weeds. And I want to say, yes, I like the weeds. But he said, actually, he's going to get another real plant and put it in the pot with the weeds. I think that I should just really concentrate on those. And he said the same thing I said. Oh, it's hard. They're on the bathroom. Normally, I would put the bucket out. Oh, let me see. Ooh, right, so you got to come in, huh? Okay, oh, yeah, you did it, huh? You put the bucket out here. Woo! The rain. That's serious rain. Oh, yeah, you want to see it? It's serious rain. Wait, so isn't that beautiful? It's a little dark, I'm sorry. I can't. It's the way the lights hit me. Sorry it's dark. But the rain's coming in too. So let me move. I like to move my stuff. Oh, I forgot I left this out. Rain, rain. It won't last forever. Just in case. It won't last forever. It's beautiful. I love the rain. Oh my God, I'm sleepy too, like the rain and sleep. Yes. But here, oh my, I think the real rainy season is gonna scare me because there was a rain or two. There was a rain or two that I was in here and it was so hard. I ain't gonna lie, I was scared. I didn't know how sturdy the house was. I was like, oh, I hope it don't cave in. Like it was serious. So yeah, it doesn't sound refreshing. Yeah, so yes. So yeah, okay, yeah. So Snowy says, I'm so looking forward to my organic homestead lifestyle Africa. Yes, baby, claim it. Know it. I see it. It's going to be beautiful. You're ready. Yes. We all serve a purpose in this universe. That's right, Synovia. It will all come together, sis. Thank you. Nice pour down. Yes, you hear it. It's nothing like a good breeze, isn't it? Oh my God, natural. It's refreshing. It sounds refreshing. It is. It's coming down. Yes. And look, now it's kind of slowing down. I think it's going to go through its little thing. Thank you for showing around. I usually come in December and I see no rain and garden. That's right. That's true. Hey, Felicia. Hey, Felicia. Sounds heavenly. Isn't that beautiful? When this happens, like, this reminds me what it's all about. So hopefully the bed, I'll be able to, between the rain, I'll be able to be out there chilling. So is it a garden? It is a garden, but it's a loud, I need to relax in the garden. You know what I'm saying? It's like I could have the whole place and no chairs and no tables and it'd be garden out, but I want a garden for it to rest in it too and chill. So it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. And like I said, if I decide, and eventually I will, to rent it, it'll be great for others as well. I call you up my family members, my people that watch me, because I really want to work up there. But I gotta see, because I'm gonna ask Ratsy too. Can we? Is it if I wanted to, and if if the money is right, can I put up a clay structure during this time? Are we full out rainy season? Because there was a time, I remember that time, but that was last year in Tetegu. Yes, last year just me in 2022. Remember when the flood, it was it the flood time? Yeah, I think it was around the flood time. We had that flood in Tetegu. What month was that? Because that's when it was raining a lot here. Maybe it was a time last year where the lights were coming out, they said here, and it was raining buckets every single day. And that was a rainy season where, we wasn't building nothing. We wasn't building nothing. So I'm not sure. It don't seem like we would be in that season at this point, but I don't know. So I just say all that to say, I would love to, I call it temporary, but I don't mean temporary meaning a house I'm going to put up and then I'm going to knock it down. I mean temporary meaning it may not be the bamboo house that I've described yet, but like I said, here they call it a summer hut. And it's basically a structure. It can be made from clay, it can be made from other stuff. I'm usually with a thatch roof, which is what I want. And some people even have it kind of slightly round, and then the front is open. And it has a fan in it, and it has so it's a chill out spot. But I want something similar to that. But I don't even mind it being round. I think the summer hut would be nice round. But I want the bamboo house square. And but you can really go up there. Like if I wanted to stay there for a week, I could. So that means it would have a bathroom or toilet. It would have a shower area. It would have a space to have a little kitchen area. I'm saying areas because I feel like that's how it would be more set up. And then it would have a place to sleep. But I feel like the living room and the bedroom could be one because it's summer hut. So meaning like the bed could roll out and roll up or something like that, Or you would have the room, I'm decorate it, and it still have a sitting area. But it literally is a place to chill out and to enjoy the beautiful weather and to get some work done on the land, and just, to stay and do it nice, rent it, So I really am going for the next structure. And I'll see what that's going to look like. I said, I'm going to talk to Reggie today. I don't know if he knows about the clay, but I know he knows about it. I'm sorry. But I don't know if he can build it, so I got to find out. Because after the bed, there's nothing else left to do. Little stuff like the curtains that's hung up and the rods and the brackets that they stand in. The curtains are too far away from the window. In the kitchen, there's a window between the kitchen and the living room. And then an actual curtain on both sides. So the kitchen curtain and the living room curtain, that has to be fixed. And I'm just thinking, like, I'm just gonna go through it. I think the garden at this point will now just be taking care of the green stuff. You know what I'm saying? And adding some flowers on the stairs. And I don't think I'm gonna do that much more. And the bathroom door, the bathroom is fine. I mean, eventually I might get a toilet, but I've been working. I just scrubbed it, and I keep it clean, and it's been great. I don't know the biggest thing I thought. I think the door was more of the issue than even the toilet, but eventually, and really that one though, I'm gonna have him pay for it. But it's got to really be something wrong with the toilet for him to replace it. It's cosmetic is not gonna work, so I might have to. But I don't need to do that right away. What else is there? There's nothing else. So that's why I say it's time to go to the land. The land itself, what I want to do on the land, that's why I said I got to spend time there, is put a structure up there. A structure that I can sleep, can close my door, I got electricity, can cook and all that. Yeah, and it's quaint and beautiful. And I just say a structure because, like, again, it's going to be small. This is a whole thing. We got a full kitchen here, a full living room, separate, and a full bedroom, and then a small bathroom. And now we have a gazebo, garden place. So I just gained extra space. That outdoor space. When I lived in a one bedroom with my daughter, and the deck it was clearly to me another room. It was another room. I mean, without a doubt. Don't even get it twisted. It was another room. So anytime you add those little spaces to your space, you added more. I mean, really, if I owned it, you added more value to it. But yeah. So I will show y'all, but it's raining. And my phone. My phone. Oh, I gotta call on people and say, "Where's my other phone?" They're gonna make me mad. I need my other phone. I need my original phone. But I'm very thankful for this one. So my backup phones now my regular phone. So I'm gonna call them and say, "This is ridiculous. I need my phone. I need my phone for my cry." I hope this week to be going to the village, yeah, to look at the land and do something on it. I don't want to just look. I'm not there to look. I'm there to seriously. But like I said, I know the clay, the mud houses, the clay houses. I know that they probably need time to dry in between. So that's why I said I gotta find out is this a good time to put it if I want to put one up, and I'll be able to see my neighbors because that was when we got back. I think we came up there once, and it probably was in January, and he was doing it. I know his thing is done already. I know it. And like I said, you gotta get somebody good because this is not the system like the Ram houses, which is based on the clay houses. But of course, the Ram houses are very much more constructed well. A lot of times with the clay houses, the way they make it here in the villages, they be falling. I mean, they be falling. So, and they patch it back up. And so the neighbor had that problem, but he said that this time, oh no, he got it. He knows, he got a professional in and he knows how to do it. And so he was building another one. So I'm gonna see how his is working out because I know he's very very skilled and because he got a professional. We'll see. So yeah, I would like that. I would like that. Then we gotta get ECG out. Even for the summer hut, you gotta have the ECG out, the electrical company of Ghana, because you definitely want fans up in there. But anyway, I was just thinking about this too. A thatch roof. I've never had that before in my life. I never lived in a village before either, but I think that that's gonna feel. I'm sorry. I think that's gonna feel so spiritually good. Like I really, really feel like that's gonna be the bomb diggity. So I'm excited. I'm excited. Oh, I will come back and show you. I just want to tell you we are in progress. It's taking a good while because it's work. It's a bed frame, but it's gonna be beautiful and it's gonna be cozy in there. I just want a water feature. I know that's what a lot. And on the staircase, like I said, I'm gonna get 3 more plants, and I think I want them definitely to be flowering. And I promise I'll stop. And then on the other side, on the table, that little way that's not in the way of anybody. I definitely want to do. Um, I definitely want to do the kale. That's the only food I'm growing. I mean, okay, let me see. Are we growing any? Okay, I guess technically we're growing tomatoes on that little platform. Just like, what else is food? Oh, okay. We got the. But I'm gonna take it with me. I'm gonna take the avocado plant and I'm gonna plant it in the ground because the brother that grew it for us told us that it was time to go in the ground. So I'm gonna take that and put it in the ground. The passion fruit, I got two, so I'll take one and put it up there too. But I really want the passion fruit down here. I want it to vine. I want it to grow off. And I know some people say, oh my God, it could be fierce though. But they said if you want to control it, if so it won't overtake your garden, grow it in a pot, and it won't be as like it won't just take over your my fence. But I would like that to happen. That would be whoa. Just one side. Oh my God, I hope it works like that. Wow, like you laying in there and you got the passion fruit vines and some of them actually produce flowers, like beautiful, they said fragrant flowers. And then they might have produced the fruit. So I don't know. I know these are for the fruit, but I would be excited to just if the fruit. I love the fruit, but if the fruit didn't come with just the flowers, I would just be so thrilled. So I got to keep that in mind too. That there's other ways to bring in flowers or plants without actually having to get more plants in a pot and laying them down. You know what I'm saying? I really thought about that just now. I just realized that. So yeah, vines. The vines will be nice. It'll be done with oh that rain and the smell. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So life is good. So anyway, ladies, I'm gonna get back to you when the rain stops. I'll come back and we'll see the bed in progress. I don't know if we're gonna finish today. It's a lot of work, so you've been working hard. I can't lie. So we'll see. Uh, yes, thank you. Hey, Sonovia, says Felicia. Sonovia said, I can envision what you are saying. Thank you. You and your land will become one. Yes, Sonovia. Make sure your time is just right. That's right. I'm sure you will get expert advice. Thank you. I did not know it was called thatch roof until Love to Travel mentioned it. Yes, the thatch roof. Because not the one we got with the what do you call that? The palm branches, with the thatch. Look all furry. Oh, that's bad. These are like, I really hope my daughter definitely one day has a child because I cannot wait for my granddaughter. I know I'm probably gonna have a grandson because boys. Oh my God! But my grandchildren, I just imagine my granddaughter for real. I imagine her saying, "My grandmother, wow." Let me tell you about my grandmother. My grandmother moved to Africa, and she lived there, and she lived in a village, and she built her own house, and oh my God, it was thatch roof, and yeah, I could see all that. Like I'm here for the new life, and like again, if somebody would have went back and said, if somebody would have told me, especially those times when I didn't know what else was, what was life for, like what was the purpose or what was I meant to do. All those times I felt like I would ask that question, is this all there is? Like I think about that right now, y'all. I would have never during those times thought, or somebody just think this is all there is, especially when you're raising your children. You just, I would have never thought I would be in Africa. Obviously, I did think it because I'm here, but that I would be living in Africa and living in a village. That, I would have never. I mean, that's not what I knew, and I love that. So I say, no matter where you are, no matter what you're thinking, no matter what you're going through, no matter what's on your mind, whatever, I promise you that it could change in the twinkling of an eye, and I mean that positively, because of course it can change in the twinkling of an eye in many ways, right? But we're talking about positively, it can change in a twinkling of the eye. And just know that your life could be beyond your wildest dreams. So when it stops raining, we'll go outside and I'll show you what's up. I love you ladies. I'll see you in the next one. Feel the feels, yes, ma'am. So nobody says, oh, I wanted a thatch roof. Also, yes, that thatch roof gives the African feels and look, yes. And you will have it too. And you will have it. Love you, darling. And you all, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.